I will count us off this time. First, let me take a big swig of coffee. Let's pray for not go mode boots. All right.
Yes,
3,
please.
2, 1, go!
Bo in Link's house.
Nice. You don't need to write that one down. I guess I'm not going to Eastern right away. Okay.
If I get some arrows, I might just do the front of Escape.
Light World is Pendant Desert, and Pyramid Fairy Hera.
Tier 1 tree pulls blue rupees.
Okay. What's up, DT? What's the question marks for?
And Uncle has flippers.
No. My initial plan did not include checking Link's house, is the thing.
I didn't get arrows, so I'm not gonna do front of Escape.
You got flippers? Okay.
Yeah, I did get flippers though up there.
I was left without my bow. Alright, I guess, we'll shoot. I feel like if I'm gonna go over here, it'd be better to have... I think I should have sent you on this mission instead. But this is fine. Nothing on Lake Hylia Island.
Okay.
Because then... Though I guess if you're gonna swim up to Hobo, you probably wouldn't swim back down and around and go up and do Eastern. That seems kind of dumb.
Yeah. I think we're fine.
So where are you heading now?
I'm doing in the CAC. Lost Woods in the CAC.
Okay.
Oh, wish Crab had arrows. It's a little mean. Lumberjack is nothing again.
Did you get the heart container out of sync?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Green Pendant Skull Woods.
The same pendants.
Hero is a crystal. But yeah. Oh, yeah, Desert was a pendant. Skull Woods was... Okay,
Yeah, I mean, the green...
If it's also ice, then I call shenanigans. Just a blue boomerang. I'm gonna see what the stun prize is. Oh, it's 20 bucks.
Okay. First glove in the Lost Woods drop.
Okay. It's not gonna happen, Orphis. But it's always good to have a backup plan. So we got flippers and glove already. I wonder if Zora's got something.
Well, I'm usually flippers or glove, not both, but still good to wonder. Hopefully get some rupees in CAC.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess you have none, do you?
Yeah.
Well.
So there's 2 heart containers and a shovel in Blind's hut.
Oh, that means your fun route through West Hyrule continues. Oh, you know what would be a great idea? Okay, I just got a great idea. Completely unrelated to Link to the Past, but I feel like a Link Between Worlds rando as a co-op would be fun.
Could be good.
Because that game has a lot of really crappy one-ups.
It does.
Yeah, what's up, Omega? Yeah, I had a pretty okay weekend. Made a shit ton of progress in Sekiro yesterday. It was real nice.
Alright, I got enough rupees for Bottle Vendor. There's a sword in the well bomb wall.
Okay.
Bottle Vendor has 300 rupees.
powder in the big chest of Eastern. Alright, so... let's see. Thank you, Boomerang. Only problem is it's been so freaking hot here. It's been like uncomfortably hot lately.
It's skip Chicken Hut and back of Tavern.
Good.
Hopefully, I kind of want this shovel to be some, because then you can get those 2 heart containers in Blind's Hut.
Alright, Armos has the last item. So.
Okay. Skip library as well. Well, can't get library anyway, but...
only thing I got in here so far is powder. Boomerang and powder.
Hookshot at race game.
Ooh.
I might be going up the mountain next.
Might be.
Yeah, after this I'll have South Shore, Mountain, or Back of Escape. I might do Back of Escape really quickly just to see anything's there.
Okay. Sorry, I was doing that dark room in the back of Eastern, and I couldn't hear if I picked up the pot. Somebody was talking. It's okay, I didn't die, so it's fine. I guess the Igor must have got bored. I board. Yep. It's fine. I don't need any arrows.
You can skip that shovel. Single arrow.
Yay!
I'll do the Back of Escape really quickly since that's 3 fast chests. Just a matter of which way you want to send me at this point. South Shore to Zora checks, up the mountain.
Wait. Oh, I missed with the last one! Oh, frick. Good thing I got this boomerang. It went right through him. It's not my fault. Game cheated. Yay, hurt piece.
I'm gonna go for Dark Cross.
Eastern was terrible.
I'm going for Dark Cross. It has an item. I already got the map. The map
Okay.
and the small key were in the back.
Gotcha.
If I can find the spread.
You didn't do the front, did you?
I did not.
Okay.
But I already got the map. So I got the map in the small key in the back. So there is guaranteed an item at Dark Cross, which is why I'm okay doing this. If I didn't get the map, I wouldn't do this.
So, bottle vendor traded $100 for 300. True.
Yep.
Maze
And
race
then
had a
there's-
hook shot.
Yep.
And I need the sword. And then the bow, and then the glove drop. Got it.
Yeah. Okay. Dark Cross is nothing. You want me to go up the mountain or South Shore?
Go South Shore just because you already have the flippers.
Yeah. Okay.
I guess the only problem is money.
I have 400 rupees.
Okay, remember stun prize is $20.
Oh, then I'm fine on rupees.
Yeah. Yay. Yeah, the only thing in Eastern was the powder. So, I'll be in charge of that.
Yep. Not even in logic yet.
What?
The powder's in logic, but you can't get to the powder item yet. So.
Right. So, I just need to do well,
bomb wall, and then bottle vendor for money, and then race game. You can do blind set right chest if you want for 2 hearts.
yeah.
There's a moon pearl in the dam moat.
The damn moat.
That makes sense. I'm guessing that makes sense. Underwater.
So as long as the the Zora Ledge isn't anything, then I don't need to get the flippers right away.
Yeah.
Blinds just had hearts. Was that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's up to you if you want to grab them or not.
Eh.
Oh, and there's 300 more rupees in in the mini Moldrum cave, but nothing else in there.
I guess I'll head up the mountain then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Moon Pearl underwater in the dam. Mini Moldrum cave have nothing.
I guess the only downside about doing that without Moon Pearl is if mitts end up being in Paradox.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's fine.
Do I do a hobo check or not? Probably should be thorough.
Did you farm enough rupees for Zora?
Yeah.
Cool. What the bush crab have?
Arrows.
I want those.
Yeah, I'll check. I'll be a little thorough early. Go check the hobo. I think I'm walking them. Yeah, I could have done that faster.
There's no way we're gonna get burned by Agnes Cave twice in a row, right?
No way. Of course
No
not.
way. It never happens. So, I didn't do all the numbers, but there's 8 newcomers to the Invitational League that haven't been in the league at all. And... Oh, blue mail on the old man. Nice. And like 1 million in the open division. There's a lot. There's a lot of new people. Pretty exciting.
Hobo's got boots.
Damn it! JP making all the right moves. Well, in that case, I might just skip East Death Mountain for now, because I'm gonna go get them damn boots. Because having them would make doing right side much faster. So... Okay. Was there anything in Mini Moldrum Cave?
No.
Okay. Oh, I have the bow. So yeah, as long as there's nothing on Zora Ledge, I'm fine there. Without fake, I can fake flipper to hobo, that's no problem.
Silver's in the waterfall.
Ah. JP finding all the goods. All I got is a stupid blue man.
And there's a potion on the Zora Ledge.
Interesting.
I'm gonna grab that.
Okay.
Because I don't have a bottle yet. Immediately, I'd say then, don't have to worry about those flippers.
So Ice Rock Cave dead, I just have to do Hobo and Waterfall then?
Yeah. And Zora has nothing either. So.
Then I'll stop farming rupees.
So I need to figure out something to do now that's different from you.
Well, if you want to go up and do Death Mountain,
yeah, I can
get you that blue mail.
Yeah, I'll
and
do
then
that.
I can go do flippers, grab flippers and do front of escape.
Okay. So let's give us the Bonk Rocks check.
Yeah, what's up, May? Yeah, this is our seed number 2. We did one earlier. We both finished roughly around hour 41 minutes, something like that. But our boots were Go mode and they were in GT, so that's why time seems kind of high.
Nothing at Bonk Rocks.
Oh my god, the boots.
Well, you have to remember. Actually, go to Agana or the Front of Escape. I think has to have something.
Oh, because we're out of logic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now it could just be the lamp, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
Agana or Front of Escape has something.
If you'd rather I go check Agana next, I can do that.
Front of Escape is not a bad check because it's 3 items.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if this. No, I feel like.
Did you check?
Armor.
Did you check Spec Rock?
Yes, inside was just a heart piece.
Okay, then I'll just go straight over to the Death Mountain then.
I don't know if this is gonna work because I beat Armos, but I'll try and Ancilla delete to get this bottle. I don't know if it'll work. It might fail.
Oh yeah, that's right. Stick Kid is in Logic too.
Perfect. It's a blue one too. It's huge. Well, how many items is the items in Hyrule Castle? Are they all going to be items? You said
Yeah,
you got
I
the
already
small
got-
key in the map.
I got the small key and map
Okay.
already.
Then I will do that. Yeah, because at this point we're probably just looking for another Glover hammer.
Paradise had a had a sword in the upper left of the upstairs, but that was it.
Then this might be an Agus. No, that's not in logic. Well, no, it could be in logic if we find the lamp.
Yeah.
So this might be an Aga for Dark World Seed, which... Oh, it's gonna suck if I find lamp in here and I have to go up and get that sword and then go back to Hyrule Castle. Which is very likely to happen.
Still a spiral cave up here.
Tis what it is. Come on, game, just give us the hammer.
Hey, there's the bug net on Floating Island.
Ah. Hey, the hammer.
Okay.
Well, now I can check that magic powder, too. Yay! The only downside now is... Well... When I go up to the mountain, I can do Harrow while I'm up there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab that hammer.
But without a fire source, I might leave an item behind. I do want that sword, but I'm not gonna... I don't really want to go up to Paradox just for a sword.
Yeah, unfortunately there was nothing else there. Unless you want to grab more rupees, but I don't think you need them at this point.
No, I'm good. Alright,
Are you still
nothing
on escape?
else.
Okay.
Yeah, just map
I'm just
chest.
I'm just getting the hammer right now.
Okay.
I guess I'll start on Dark Worlds.
I'm gonna go check Sick Kid, Magic Bat, if you want to do Hype Cave.
Okay.
Big feature. Well, I mean, I'll just remind you to never make plans at 8 in the morning. I feel like that'd be a little bit more...
I think I might go straight to pod
Simpler.
after fight. Yeah, I think I'll just go to...
Okay. Without a fire source, you good with that?
Yeah.
Ooh, red mail on Sick Kid. Guess you'll get that later.
Other Pyramid Fairy's pod. Swamp is a pendant. And that's all I've ran for, I believe.
Pyramid Pod, Pendant Swamp? Okay.
Yep.
So... Oh, that's interesting. So GT could have Mirror and Book for desert access.
Yeah.
Okay, Powder was nothing.
You can skip Hype Cave.
Okay.
Just a red boomerang.
I guess I'll go ahead and do Thieves Town.
I'll check Pyramid before going into Pod.
Yeah, the thing is, both those dungeons are technically beatable right now. I'll do Skullwoods into Village of Outcasts.
Okay.
Because if you're gonna be, if you're, you found
Mid's on
Mitz?
Pyramid.
Holy shit. Okay, well, I'm glad you didn't listen to me. Well, crap. I don't. I hate my route now. Huh. Okay.
Oh, you tell me not to do Pyramid?
I was considering talking you out of checking it because you could do it with Pyramid Fairy. But glad you didn't. So with Mitz, now we can go back up and do Dark Death Mountain. So I...
So it's good you waited.
Yeah. Beatable with 4 hearts. Piece of cake. 4 hearts red mail? Easy game. And I don't know how to route this anymore. I feel like, well, I feel like I might as well just go ahead and do the Thieves Town stuff after this anyway. Okay. All the beautiful dungeon items in the front, of course. Except for the big key. So you're gonna go ahead and you're doing pot, right?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna check Skull, I'll see what's on Bumper Ledge, and then I'll go ahead and do Village of Outcast Thieves Town. And then I guess if something ends up being in Thieves Town, then you could potentially do Smith Chain, Hammer Pegs with that stuff.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, Bombos.
Okay, that's something.
That means that that means Ice Palace is in play now.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Bombos was Skullwood's big key. Interesting. The classic Bombos and Skull to get Fire Rod out of ice. Which is especially funny because Bombos was in Skull or in Ice Palace in the last. Ooh, okay, Ice Rod at Bumper Ledge.
Oof. So I need to find that cape.
Yep. No problem. Good scouting, though. Take it.
2 items out of the pod so far, just a piece of heart and a heart container.
I guess after Thieves Town, I can also route down Digging Game and Stumpy. Since I don't think you did that, right?
No, I didn't.
You went Hype Cave to Pyramid.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, so far the only thing I found is that Bombos. I'm helping. JP is finding all the goodies this time.
You found a few.
Don't humor me. No, you're helping. Bombable Hut has a heart container.
I think I'm good on health.
5
I'm
hearts
already
red. 5 hearts red mail. I'm good.
I'm at 9 hearts blue mail.
9 hearts. Yo, I found a sword. I'm helping. Sword, Thieves Town 1. I'll make sure to write it in when I get a chance.
Harmless Hellway should be a Promise Hellway should be a vanilla key.
So hard to write notes while also moving fast.
Yeah.
Oh my god, and a sheep. Ooh, another heart container. Sweet. So JP, which tourneys are you signed up for SG Live?
Just LTTP. I don't think I'm gonna have time to really sign up for anything else.
Fair. I signed up for 4, but I don't know if I'm gonna do all of them. I might. We'll see. The thing is, a lot of them don't even start until, like, October, while Link to the Past qualifiers start this coming week. Like, this Thursday, I think. So it kind of makes it easier to do multiple tourneys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fair. Alright, where's the dongle? I need to die here. I just killed it. I got myself a little lost in the dark maze. Can't find the door. I might have to pull up a map here in a moment. Nope, I think I'm fine now. There we go.
Only thing in Thieves Town was a sword.
Which I can pick up.
Everything else is a dungeon item. Yeah. Small key, 2 dungeon or map compass. Something like that. So I guess after this, yeah, I'll run down, I'll do Digging Game, Stumpy, and then I guess I'll just book it to the Mitts, and then I might just go straight into Ice Palace, maybe? So Caneless Ice Palace kind of sucks.
It does.
I'd rather do Death Mountain. But, I don't know. I guess I'm just worried about something in Hera being locked by a fire source and rushing up to Hera without one.
No, that's a fair worry. No. So far, this pod's been empty.
Okay. What are you doing after pod?
I don't know yet. Good question.
I kind of want to go to Ice Palace right away just because I want to see if this Bombos immediately leads to Fire Rod or something. Just so I know if you need to go into Skull Fire Rod list.
Yeah. I guess I can
like...
do the Mitts. I can do the Mitts checks around CAC or on Village of Outcasts. Don't like doing it without Flute or Mayor, but
yeah. It's the downside about the way this ended up is that I can't like grab Smith while I'm over here.
Alright. Here's hoping. As long as I can get through turtles, I'm fine.
But I guess the other thing is, should I... Because I could go back up and have Tempered Sword to make Ice Palace easier. But if I do that, then I'm probably just going to go ahead and go into... and clear Hera. And then do Dark Death Mountain stuff, so...
Well, remember, Hera's not in Logic right now, so...
Right. Do you think I should stay in Logic then?
I don't know if that helps make a decision or not. I'm just kind of...
Spitballing.
I kind of feel like we should stay in Logic a little bit.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Alright. Well, then I'll get my mitts and then I'll head to Ice Palace. Ooh, okay. Ether at Digging Game.
Man, that could be big.
Could be.
I'm taking on Helma right now.
Okay. You said Hype Cave had nothing, right?
Yeah. Helma's gonna have the map, so there's nothing in pod. You can do that whenever.
Okay. Stumpy had nothing. Alright, I'm rushing Pyramid then. Should I just go ahead and do Catfish while I'm up there?
I guess so.
Might
Otherwise,
as
it's
well.
kind of isolated.
Yeah.
I'll run and check King's Tomb as I'm going back to CAC to do the Smith stuff. So I've got 1 dungeon done. You've got 2 done at this point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just kind of keeping an eye on that.
Yeah.
So I think the dungeons we have done are all go mode, basically.
Mm-hmm. It's... Alright. I want to take a note, but I just have... I'll wait till Catfish is throwing me something, then I can...
Samaria and King's Tomb.
Well, I'm getting that before I'm going Ice Palace. You bet your ass. Well, that's interesting, because now you could potentially go into T-Rock just without a fire rod. Well, I could, because I have all the medallions.
Yeah.
So, if I can go to Ice Palace and find fire rod... Oh, but then... Oh, I'd hate to go into T-Rock knowing where Ice Rod is. Not being able to get it. Alright. Dig game. I broke gamer, but that's fine. Catfish has a green bottle.
Okay, I already have a bottle, so I'm good on that.
Alright, I'm gonna grab that Samaria and then go to Ice Palace.
You couldn't do... Yeah, you couldn't do dig game because you don't... Or you do hammer pegs because you didn't have...
I know the mitts.
Yeah.
I do now! Yeah, I guess the one thing I'm worried about is just what's on Dark Death Mountain right now. But I almost feel like it's probably a good idea to hold off until we can maybe beat T-Rock while we're up there.
Mm-hmm. Should I grab any of the medallions?
I
guess I'd grab Ether easily, but... I'm gonna wait.
That's a tough call. It really is. I don't really have a good answer for that.
I'm gonna wait for now.
Because, I mean, you're definitely going to need... Well, I mean, they could both be Quake. Who knows?
Yeah.
I guess it depends on where you're going next. Because you don't want to go up to T-Rock without a medallion. Or up to Dark Death Mountain without a medallion.
I'm turning in Smith right now. Hammer Pig said nothing.
Golden Ice!
I'm gonna grab this red mail from Sick Kid.
I'm looking for a fire rod. So what do we need to get into T-Rock? Or into GT? We need Fire Rod, we need Cape to get Ice Rod, we need Flute, and maybe a Medallion, and technically Lamp.
Yeah. Smiths have a sword? That's our last sword.
There you go. I won't be getting that one, and you probably won't be getting the one that I... Or no, you did get the one that I got. The one that's in Thieves.
In the Thieves yet. Let me do Thieves before I grab the purple chest.
Well, I mean, you could always just do Thieves after we come back for Skull Woods, since there's nothing in there.
I'm gonna grab purple chest because we haven't done Agina yet.
No, we haven't.
So purple chest to Agina sounds like a really good move right now.
Mm-hmm. Okay. First two chests in Ice Palace were big key and small key. That's kind of convenient.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't... It's another one where you don't have to hit the switch.
Oh, good. Okay.
You just gotta get the first two chests. Okay. There's the flute in the U room, Ice Palace U.
That might... I kind of want that now, so I might have to go grab that Bombos. Yep, you can skip Smith Chain.
Okay.
What's up? If I don't find anything on Agina, I'm probably gonna grab Bombos and get the flute.
Okay. Yeah, because we have a potentially beatable Mire.
And Fire Rod.
You found it?
Yep.
Where, on purple chest?
Nope, Agina.
Oh my god, we got burned by Agina again.
I want to go grab that flute now, so I'm gonna go into ice.
Son of a bitch. Alright. I'm gonna call it a fluke, but maybe we should consider at least somebody routing in Agina from now on.
Yeah.
God. The C at the left is a new feature that was added. It's C represents that it's a crystal for this dungeon. There's a pendant there, it'll have a P. Yeah, the only thing that was in ice was the flute.
Okay.
So we just need mirror. At a minimum, we just need mirror and cape. That's it.
So I just need to grab the flute. I can. Oops. Not grab this small. I can just grab the flute and go straight to Cold Stare then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you're not going to hit the switch, then you still have to probably get the big key.
It'd be faster for me to just hit the switch at this point.
Okay. Freaking Agonist Cave. That's funny.
Yeah, I mean, it likely is just a fluke, but yeah, that sucks.
I mean, it would have been nice for, like, pod. Oh, shoot, I died.
Yeah, I don't think it necessarily cost us any time.
Well, I just cost this time because I died to Cold Stare.
Oh.
Whoops.
You died to Cold Stare with the red mail.
Yeah. I mean, it was hammer or master sword strats.
Fair enough. I do have. I'm gonna have tempered for this.
I got hit, and then I looked up at my health. I was like, "Oh, 2 hearts," and then he hit me again. That sucks.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna activate my flute, and then I guess I'll just go to Mire, huh?
Yeah, you can.
Well, I'll
You
get
wanna
the
do-
fire rod first.
If you want to do Lampless Mire.
Hell yeah, dude. Piece of cake. What?
I'm just trying to think what I want to do next. Like,
Well,
you're doing Mire, so do I do maybe Hera into Dark World checks?
could. Unless you want to go to Mire while I go... Well, you have to
Oh,
go...
wait,
You're an Ice Pals, right?
Yeah, the Skullwoods actually. The Skullwoods have a another item in it.
Yes. There's
Okay,
another
I did
item
do
in the
Skullwood.
back. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably
Yeah.
better. Did you grab the ether?
I did not.
Okay. Okay. Do you want me to do Hera or something?
Um.
Well, let me go find out if you need that ether or
Yeah.
not.
Actually, yeah, that's probably a good idea for you to scout it and see if what medallions I'd need.
Well, I'm not going to be able to scout TR at the moment because I'm going to Mire, but
Yeah.
trust me, I won't die to Cold Stare in our race. Okay, you do need ether.
Okay, I can grab that. Well, I can grab that after Moth. How many dungeons you at?
2.
Okay, so and you have to essentially redo Ice Palace.
Yeah. It's great. Freaking Agonist Cave, man. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Okay. Trust me, I won't die to cold steer in a race. This
I know.
this is practice, but this is also super chillax, and
Yeah.
I am not taking
Don't-
it super serious.
You're fine. Don't worry. I'm not like I'm not
JP,
gonna
leave
sit
me
here-
alone! Stop bullying me! It's just a game, man. Alright, calm down.
Okay, I'll calm down. I'm sorry.
Alright, thank you.
Skullwood's big key. Do you mean the mid chest or the big key chest or the big chest?
The big key chest.
Okay, so the mid chest. All right.
Yeah, the big key chest. The chest that is the big key.
Yeah. Okay.
Otherwise, I'll write big. Hey, the lamp. Sweet.
Nice.
Classic. Meyer Bridge. Alright, if it's a Godmire, I'm skipping. I wrote bridge wrong, but you'll figure it out. Oh.
Yeah, I definitely can figure it out, but that's just a funny misspelling. I'm like,
Meyer.
I was
and
expecting.
it's not even close, so I don't know what happened.
Brood. Like,
Shut up. It's too hard. It's too hard to type endgame. That's why I died to cold stare, clearly.
of course.
Alright, I'll be fun and I'll skip cutscene chest, but the big key was in the same chest again.
Okay.
So yeah, we just need the cape and the mirror for go mode. That's it, and maybe Quake.
I'd love a mirror go mode.
Hate trying to do this. Trying to rail clip when you have a fire snake coming at you constantly. Don't do this to me, game. It's gonna be on. Wait, hold on. I can't wait for it to be on video, and I lost time because I was being thorough. Alright. Well, it's either on video or on cutscene.
Hey, there's Quake. Back of Skullwoods.
Really? 2 in Skull? Nice. Was it on Moth or in the other chest?
Other chest.
So... yeah, the fun part now, I guess, is finding that stupid cape. Mirror will be fun too, but especially the cape.
I guess I go ahead and take out. I'm gonna take out. I guess I should take. Yeah, I'm gonna take out Thieves Town now because I have no other good time to come back for it.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
And then I'll go pick up Ether. I guess I could do it with like I'll pick up Ice Rod, but. No.
That's a good point. Do I go up to T-Rock, hoping I don't need... I mean, it's as long as, like, Cape or Mirror isn't in T-Rock or locked by T-Rock. Oh, it's cutscene chest! Sweet! Guess what you get to do when you come back here?
I guess cutscene chest.
Nah, there's no way cutscene chest is gonna burn us. It's impossible.
How much of a risk are we willing to take on that?
Big risk. This is the second practice seed. This one we can play a lot more risky.
I probably could just wait on Meyer until late, and if we're still struggling to find stuff, then do it then.
Yeah.
But,
I guess I'll go up and do Death Mountain stuff.
Yeah. I'm running through Thieves Town as fast as I can.
Oh, you have a green pendant turn in as well at some point.
Yeah. I will do that after I grab Ether. By then, we're running out of checks again, so we should have something soon.
Mm-hmm. Which paradox chest was it? Upper left?
Upper left. Yep.
Like far left, or?
Far left, yes.
Okay. Get out of here. Give me that sword. Alright, I'm gonna go beat Hera then.
Okay.
Well, that lamp does also put Pyramid Fairy in logic now.
Oh yeah, it does.
Right now, we just need an ice, or we just need a tape to open up GT.
Yeah.
So, yo, what's up, Dietrichs? Howdy doody.
Maybe I should do Hera then, and then do Pyramid Fairy. Well, you probably check Turtle Rock.
I'm in here right now, but that would make sense. Where are you right now? You're doing Thieves Town?
Yeah, I'm on blind right now.
Oh, okay.
And so I'll grab Ether and go do Green Pendant.
Okay, it is a Hera basement potential seed. Well, it's a Hera basement has a big key.
Okay.
So, but I'm skipping it. Bye. Okay, there is something in the big chest.
Gonna go pick up my Ether right now.
I guess I was too early on the spin. He wasn't out of his iframes yet. Heck. Alright, Moldorm, give me the cape, damn it. Come on! 10 arrows. How many dungeons are you at now?
4.
Okay. So Hero will be your 5th.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bank on nothing in the big chest.
Kinda could do Eastern. No, I need to hold on Eastern because we need to get more progression.
I'm gonna open up the TR portal and hope it's not Quake, and if it's Quake, I'm gonna be sad. And then I'll do Dark Death Map.
Nope, sorry, I had a
It'll
bottle.
be Bombos. It's Bombos! Yay!
Okay.
Take that, Quake Medallion.
I'm going up to Hera, and then, like I said, I'll go do Pyramid Fairy after that.
Okay.
I guess I'll do the basement so I can also do the big chest.
Nah, skip it.
Okay.
Alright, I'm in a hookshot cave. Nothing but heart pieces. And a B. And a nothing. A lot of nothing. Ready for the cape to be in T-Rock.
You know it's gonna be there.
It's the dream, man. It's perfect. Alright, Dark Death Mountain's nothing. Alright, I'm heading into Turtle Rock.
I was gonna say I could do Spike Cave, but I'd have to blow my potion to do that. Actually, I don't even know if I'd have enough of the potion. I don't think I would. Never mind.
Cape locks the ice route on Bumper Ledge. That's why this place sucks. Because if the cape isn't in here, then this is a non-required double dip.
Yeah, but it makes sense. You have everything to get through quite a bit of Turtle Rock, so it's like you always have to dip it in that situation.
I mean, we have the one item in Hera, the one item in Meyer, and Pyramid Fairy. I think that's it.
Catfish?
No, I checked Catfish. That was a potion.
Oh, sorry, you did. I guess if Pyramid Fairy doesn't have it, I go into Meyer and check cutscene.
Good. The other question is, if I get the cape like halfway through TR, do I bail, go get the ice route, and come back and finish it, or do I go ahead and clear everything just in case like the mirror isn't here or something?
Ooh, that is a tough one.
That is a tough one. Okay, big keys and chomps. So basically, I'll remind you later. But Compass was in Compass chest again. So.
All right, Pyramid Fairy.
Don't say cape.
Just money.
Okay. Why didn't you say cape? We don't need money.
I guess I'm going to Meyer, and I'll do the cutscene.
Nah, just come to T-Rock.
You sure?
No, I'm not sure. Wait. Hold it. $50. Is that all we have left? Is Meyer or Hera?
Yeah.
Jesus. Okay. Yeah, I guess. Go to cutscene.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I don't know. It's really hard to say. Because if there is progression in TR...
Well, you have a little time to find it before I get to cutscene, so...
Yeah. And both players unnecessarily double dipping TR is a bold strategy. Yeah, the ice route is on Bumper Ledge. Also, it's 2 seeds in a row where we had to come into Tier Rock without the mirror. Okay, small key. I guess you wouldn't need that because you can skip lava chest, steal the key, skip big chest.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a gamble. It's kind of why I wish Herapod didn't exist. Because, like, normally when you have a required Hera basement, I'm like, oh, good. Everybody has to do this. So it's like a sigh of relief. But now when you have a big key in Hera basement and Herapod exists and you can do it, it's like a check that you're never going to come back for if you end up doing it that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, mirror on Laser Bridge. $20. Small key. $20. $10. Cool. Well.
So, Hera basement or cutscene?
Yep. Well, that sucks.
Which would you rather me tell you? I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it yet, but if I find it, which would you rather hear me say?
Book.
Okay.
I'm heading to Hera. Till you tell me otherwise.
Well, I'm about to open it. It is a heart container.
Okay.
So it's Hera big chest.
Honestly, that's okay. I mean, obviously that sucks. I probably should have just had you go ahead and do Hera basement while you're up here. But, you know, there's a risk.
Yeah.
But I feel like, maybe not so much in a co-op scenario, but I feel like the majority of players would also have skipped this item in Hera too. So...
yeah, I don't know. It's tough.
It's a tough call. It's a tough call. I think it's different in a co-op scenario.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think in a co-op scenario we should ever both skip a location when it's like a single chest inside of a dungeon.
Yeah.
Like both of us skipping Pyramid Fairy, Pyramid, and Catfish in the last seat, I think that was fine.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. All right. What's it gonna be? I should probably be setting up for a death ward. Since this is the big key. It's okay, that's why we practice, because we still have like over a week before our race.
Oh yeah.
So it's not a big deal.
Better to fail in practice than in the real thing.
Yep. Oh yeah. Alright, mirror. I mean, it's probably gonna be the mirror.
Yeah.
At this point. It can't just... Yeah, because I think Trinex has a compass or something.
Could be book.
It's the mirror!
Yep.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and do Spike Cave now then.
Gonna grab the mirror.
I guess I'll go do... I don't know, Swamp right away?
Yeah. Well, hold on, what's your crystals at?
I have
What's
four.
your dungeon at?
I have 4 crystals. I have 4 dungeons done.
I have 6 dungeons done. So, I'm getting a bit ahead of you on dungeons. It's up to you. Like, if you want to keep pushing new stuff, go ahead. I'm just... keep that in mind.
I mean, Skullwoods, Pod... How many are you at?
6.
6.
Actually, no. Yeah, no. It is 6, yeah. I still have to do Eastern Desert, Swamp, and Turtle Rock.
I'm going to Desert. No, that's a good point. I should probably go do some catch-up.
Mm-hmm.
So... Yeah,
where's the small key?
In...
Right there. Okay.
Oh, in Hera?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I found it. We're good.
So we just need to find the cape, that's all. So there's gonna be... We get a... quote-unquote Go Mode GT.
Yeah. Mirror is like the worst thing that could be in Hera too, because it's just such a pain to get back here without it.
Yep. Which I think is even more reason why full clearing it at that point is a better, when you don't have the mirror, is a better call.
Yeah.
I think that should just be like a general rule or code that we follow.
And
Spike Cave had nothing, by the way.
Okay. I figured set up a death warp too. Oh well. Thanks, I can just use this into a Hera pot.
Alright, desert was empty. I guess after this I'll go... It sucks too, because we had access to Hera. I mean, we needed a fire source though, and the fire sources were... Well, one was that freaking Agonist Cave, so...
Yeah.
That mirror was like logically stupid early.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna go do Swamp.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I think I gotta do Swamp here. Pet is available. If I find nothing in Swamp, I'm gonna probably do Desert to pull Pet. I'm actually gonna check K45 first. Maybe we get lucky. I think one item from Go mode, it makes sense to check.
Why do Desert? Because this is all dungeons, so we have to beat every dungeon. That's what the little AD icon says on my track.
K45 just had a shield.
Legendary shield. Okay, I guess I have to do some cleanup or some catch up.
Yeah.
Okay. For a pod, it wasn't bow lock, so I can grab. I don't have to do bow side, right?
No, you don't. I think there was just one small key on the right side.
Okay.
There's one small key, like a heart piece. I think the two items that were in the front were in the drop down and the arena ledge. So, like, you can. There's another small key in the bridge.
Okay. I should be good. Alright, I'm gonna go clear pod, and then that will put me at 6. Those Skullwoods will be quick.
Mm-hmm.
But I still have to go back and kill Cold Stare, which sucks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. If it weren't for the fact... Man, I feel like the seed would have gone out so differently if it weren't for the fact that freaking Fire Rod was at Agonist Cave.
Yeah.
Because, like, my decision-making was based on whether you needed to get that Bombos or not. So... And I, like... Not that I should have died to Cold Stare regardless, but, like, if I had gone up the mountain instead, I could have had a sword for Ice Palace.
Yeah, it is what it is. This is why I'm practicing, just to kind of see these little things as they come up. You have to be perfect in practice.
Perfect in practice. Practically perfect. Rupee left. Was there... I'm assuming there was a small key somewhere in the back
The
as
right
well?
chest... Yeah, there should be at least one back there.
Rupee right?
I think Rupee right did have one.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah, 'cause it doesn't take that long to knock out these dungeons. I mean, the downside is that I'm not finding new info. So what
Yeah.
we have Graveyard Ledge, all of Swamp.
I'm gonna go straight to Argus, And I'll come back in if it's not on the way.
Dude, what if it's Mimic Cave?
Oh, if it's Mimic Cave, we burn this seed.
Yep. Yep.
I've seen a dungeon item in here, so...
Just after this, I'll go...
4 items so far out of Swamp.
I want to check Graveyard Ledge
Okay.
after Pod. It's kind of out of the way, but I can mirror Flute to 5, go through the portal, and then dash up. I think that's...
Yeah.
Good. Little sword beams. Thanks.
One item on left side Swamp, so I'm gonna go back in.
Skip it!
I don't... I don't think we can at this point.
Skip it!
I'm not skipping it.
Skip it!
I don't, like, literally, we're down to how many checks at this point?
Skip it. We have Mimic Cave, Grave Ledge, and Pedestal?
Yeah. I think I gotta do it at this point. As much as I want to skip it, it's like... If it's here, it's such a time loss.
We're already burning the seed. Skip it.
That's true. I'm already back in Swamp. I'm like halfway to the left side.
Save and quit.
You're probably right, and you'll probably say I told you so after this, but...
No, I hope you're right. I hope that's where it is.
But we've been burned too much. I think we got it. Oh. I mean, my next goal is to pull Ped after this. If it's not in Swamp, I'm gonna go do Desert really quickly and then pull the Ped.
See, I'm gonna go straight back to T-Rock for Mimic Cave right now. No, I'll check Graveyard Ledge. But imagine if I did do that, though. That'd be pretty funny.
Oh, I never... Oops.
I
just... No. This is on my stream. I never unmuted myself after I got back from break, so if anybody's watching, they weren't hearing us talk.
Or
they heard the game audio. They just heard game audio.
Oh, really? Whoops.
Well, nobody's been talking in my stream, so... Oh, what? I had to do that. Oh, well.
This would be the perfect place to put the cape at Graveyard Ledge. Just walk on over to Bumper Ledge.
Just don't show me the big key and make me go back to the big chest, please.
Oh, you know it's gonna. Hey, the cape! I did it! Get out of there! Told you.
Well, I'm already on left side. Let's just see what's here. If I don't see the item over here, I'm leaving.
We're in
I
Goma.
don't know why.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, it was gonna make me go back to check the big chest. I think there's a portal I can... Yeah, actually, we're just gonna do it this way.
So, if I full clear hair the first time I'm up there, that's the scary thing, though, is that I could still see somebody going into T-Rock with the mirror, but you couldn't save your portal because you needed the mirror to get the cape, to get the ice rod.
Yeah.
So. Guess I'll go beat Skull next.
Yep, I've got Eastern Desert and then Turtle Rock.
Could you slow down already? You're making me look bad. These birds are making me look bad. Well, at least you'll know where the GT big key is for when I get there eventually. Which dungeons do you have left?
Eastern Desert and Turtle Rock.
Oh. Alright. Let's see how close this is. Survey says. I just have to do Skull, Swamp, Ice, and T-Rock. That's it. Nothing else. Just those.
Yeah, I should get there first.
Now, if I didn't die to Cold Stare, then that'd be a little bit closer. But I
think we just call this one the comedy of errors.
I don't know. It's tough. I think what would have saved us in this seed is obviously not skipping Agnes Cave, but also going up to Death Mountain and Dark Death Mountain before having access to T-Rock. Because otherwise, like, I don't know, it's tough not to want to go into T-Rock in this situation, even with a mirror in hand. Because, you know, you're going to be like, okay, well, I can save my portal, so that's fine. But then you end up checking a bunch of crap. Well, it's not like we had that much left that wasn't already, or that wasn't mirror locked. So I could see a majority of people double dipping T-Rock in this seed. Especially because an isolated graveyard ledge is rough.
Yeah, it's very easy to isolate graveyard ledge in this one, you're right. So
hard to say. But yeah, like when I don't know, it was a tough. The thing is, I could also see people going up to Tower of Hera without a fire source.
Yeah.
Just beating it and leaving that mirror behind forever. So, a lot of possibilities, for sure.
Yeah, too bad we don't have any asyncs set up for this one, so we could get a better indicator on how others do.
Those are always really nice. Well, could always post this in the Discord and be like, hey, any other teams play this and we can talk about what we did.
Yeah, that's a possibility. Some might take you up on that.
I can't believe Bombos didn't lead to Fire Rod Knight's Palace. This game sucks. Truly disappointing.
You know, I can't do it all the time. I mean, it could, but they don't want to code it that way.
No, instead they put 2 required things at Agnes Cave. The thing is, to route Agnes Cave, I mean, it would have been a lot easier in this seed. Well, I don't know. Because we did Dam, Mini Moldrum Cave, and then we got the boots off of Hobo, right?
Yeah.
So that's why sometimes I'll, like, skip the Dam and then route it in.
Yeah, it could be a
Agnes Cave check. The hell are you doing, Garfield? It's something we should consider. I mean, this could just be a fluke that it happened twice in a row.
Yeah. I think maybe we are being a little too risky for this mode. Let's think about it. It's like
No, it's tough because the Meyer skip worked, but the Hera skip didn't. They could have both worked. You never know.
Yeah, that's true.
They could have both failed. So, I do think skipping chests in dungeons in a co-op is, I think it's fine, depending on the situation. I don't think it's a good idea for both players to skip.
Yeah. Like, I think it's one thing we need to be kind of constantly keeping an idea of how many checks we've got left. Just to, like, we don't need to know exactly how many checks we got left, but it's like, have an idea. Like,
yeah. Yeah, when you pointed out how we had like 4 checks left. I was like, yeah, maybe skipping those spots is not a good idea. But at the same time, at that point, we still had whatever the hell you were doing, and then Dark Death Mountain, I think, was still completely open at that point.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes it's... I don't know.
I think I don't mind one player skipping inconvenient check and then the other one getting it. They're there. Depending on the situation, like if you're one item away from go mode, I think that's a okay time to do that. Maybe. I don't know. It's tough. Yeah, it's very situational. I think.
Yeah. I am on my way to Landmola's. This will be my 9th dungeon.
I'm not going to tell you where anything is in T-Row. I'm just kidding.
To say, did you write it down already? But no, you did not. So.
Hell no. Just let me know when you need that info.
Well, need about 2 minutes or so.
Basically, at the beginning, just skip Compass, but do everything else in the front. And then you can skip Lava Chest and Big Chest. And then Laser Bridge 2, I think was the small key. Yeah.
Sounds right. Dumb Landmolas.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Keeping track of all the number of checks left before making skip decisions like that.
Yeah. Alright. That is 9th down, heading up to Turtle Rock.
Cool. I'm flooding the first room in Swamp.
And you still have ice after that?
No, ice is done.
Okay.
I just have to do this and then go to T-Rock.
Okay, so
And
we're
then
not that
blaze through T-Rock, because I already have all the things. No, we're not allowed to watch each other's streams for this. Technically, we're not allowed. And I'm going to abide by the attorney admins and not. I also think it's just kind of distracting anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Back in my days, it was allowed. Okay. Cool. I mean, I honestly don't think it really matters. Really.
Yeah, I don't understand that one, but
I mean, you could watch your teammates stream just to get information on where stuff is without having to ask them, I guess.
mm-hmm.
Or sometimes, you know, it might be good just to, like, oh my god, confirm where stuff was. Or, like, just to double confirm with them that they have certain items. But it doesn't really matter.
Alright.
The thing is, like, for me, like, there's not really that many moments where I have time to look away from my screen.
Yeah, same.
Because either I'm playing the damn game, tracking stuff on my tracker, or writing notes. Are you at Trinex yet?
No.
Where you at?
Just got through chain chomps.
Really?
Yeah.
Catching up. I'm just entering right now.
Oh yeah, we're actually gonna be pretty close.
Yeah. It's the game on the screen behind me. This background's from Secret of Mana for the Super Nintendo. So yeah, you steal the key yet?
Yeah, I stole the key.
Okay. So yeah, Crystal Roller Room was $20, and then I think it was the second chest on Laser Bridge. That sounds correct. How do you want to split up GT then?
Oh, good question. One
Yes,
left, one right.
Well, yeah, one left, one right. I'm in the dark maze right now.
Oh, I just got... Yeah, I'm in there right now, too.
One of us goes straight upstairs. I like that.
Well, that would be a pretty quick trip. So at the fourth room that has the big door, or the big key door?
Yeah. I mean, I guess I'll go left if you want to go right, or...
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, you might be ahead of me now.
Yeah, I'm about to enter Trinex.
I'm just getting into the room before Trinex.
I'm fighting him right now. Uh-huh.
Well, the good thing is I get to zero cycle Trinex.
Oh yeah, you got your damn gold sword, didn't you?
Yep.
Well, la-dee-do.
And Trinex is dead.
Let's see. So we're probably dead even now. Item right now. Crystal right now.
Right now for me, item, and there's a crystal for me.
I actually heard it through your mic. The crystal.
How'd you hear it through my mic?
I don't know. I did, or maybe I'm crazy.
Hey, must because I'm using headphones, so you should not be hearing my game music.
I heard it, or I'm crazy.
You might be crazy.
So,
That's
am I
when we
doing
both have
left, right, left then, or am I just?
Just thinking like one of us goes full left, one of us goes full right. That's of course assuming there's a key in the right.
I might do Hope Room full left, because then that gives you information about whether there's a key in Hope Room to go full right.
Okay.
We'll just do the same route we did last time.
Yeah.
I think that's fine.
So yeah, tell me if there's a key in Hope Room.
You got it. Just this, if there's a small key, not if the big key's there.
Actually, I'm going to Hope Room right now.
Okay, big key's right. It had a small key. Yeah, it's an Hope Room. I go there.
Okay, I got it. All right.
Race is on. Mr. Gold Sword over here. How many hearts do you have?
11.
I have 4 out of 8.
Come
This
on.
time, you won't have that silver's advantage. Gold sword advantage does nothing. Unless I miss Trident spin again. Then it definitely means something.
And unfortunately, I had bad mimics.
I had bad mimics in the last seed. Okay. I don't have... I mean, I have powder, but my only bottle is a green potion. Because I lost my
I do
blue
not-
one in Spike Cave.
I do not have powder, but I do have a blue.
Oh, you should have grabbed powder. It was in Eastern. It was in the big chest.
Yeah, I completely forgot about it.
Oh, that was a free one, too.
Oh well.
That's fair, though. I went there very, very early in the seed.
Yeah, you did.
If only I had gone to Agnes Cave instead.
Doubtful's cooperated.
Alright, that works. Nice. Take that, land molas.
I'm just entering Landmo.
I want that heart. Oh.
Gonna grab the heart and the arrows.
That was scary. You picked up red mail from Sickit, right?
Yep.
It's a good call.
Close enough to free that, yeah, I picked it up.
I like how, despite the mishaps, we're going to finish faster than our last seed, maybe? I don't
Well,
think it
that's
takes that long to do Agatower, but yeah, that's what late boots and full clear GT will do.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Rubble? Is this a video game? No. This is a Wendy's. You know what this needs? If we're gonna have Thad keys, we need to have the opposite, where it's not key sanity, but the castle tower keys are shuffled. That's it.
Man, I think people would hate that.
Really? I don't know. I feel like that would go in the same realm as people that like Triforce Hunt and True Ice Rod Hunt.
Yeah, exactly.
Weirdos.
That's Moldrum 2 down.
I'm on Agatude. Oh, that was a sick angle. Ooh, we got the 2 cycle. Let's go.
And this is where I need to probably watch others and figure out where I'm losing little bits of time.
What? Different enemy RNG sometimes. Did you get one
That
cycle
can-
Lamola?
I did.
How was your Moldworm?
Pretty friendly. That guy ended up being a 3 cycle. Got 3 on the first phase, or first cycle, but only 2 on the second. I mean, enemy RNG definitely could be part of it.
Well,
My mimics were horrible.
getting a triple on the first phase was really wonky. I had to do like a weird angled slash to get the third one to work, so which 9 times out of 10 would have been a miss, but
DT's saying I can pull Heba going straight to Ganon.
are we letting this guy play this week? He's got, I think his strategies are a little too Just a little too good. We need to hold him on. He's gonna be our sleeper agent. We'll hold him for a later race.
Yeah, I think we still do need to talk about that fully. It's funny if DT's playing twice this week, then that means we're not going to be racing together.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Well, practice is still practice. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. But I think we still need to kind of fully finish discussing that. Kind of also need to kind of go through the weeks and figure out what we're thinking.
I really don't think it matters too much practicing.
Yeah, stuff you can think about with DT too now.
Yeah. I mean, most of the strategies are just made up on the fly anyway, so...
Yeah.
The biggest things to know is just, like, opening route, and then when you have a potential item in GT, knowing when to go for that rush instead of full clearing the game first. Stuff like that. I think any of us are down to double up this week anyway, so...
Yeah, I'm just... The one week I'm just thinking about right now is week 4.
The spoiler one?
Yeah.
Yeah. That one's gonna be tough. It's a shame we didn't get an easier opponent that week. But that's the same thing that happened with spoilers last season, because we got Gem and Korik and Ack.
Yeah.
So...
And I'm just thinking, like, we also gotta make sure we each get to at least 5.
I'm not worried about that at all.
Ideally, we each do at least 6, just to even it out, but, you know. Alright, just started my Aga fight.
Almost at the second lightning, I think. It's got a lot of blues.
Come on, give me better Aga RNG.
Could you imagine? That'd be such bullshit. Wow, the race is tied up, but for some reason we turned off fixed RNG, so... Willard gets 12 blue balls, JP gets 0. GG. Alright, he's dead and spinning.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm getting my blue ball barrage right now.
So despite nearly last location in the mirror... I mean, what all did we end up skipping anyway? Mimic Cave. Oh, baby.
Mimic Cave in bed. Alright. Aga dead.
Sick Ganon fight. 12 dash pokes or whatever for phase 2. It's so good. Of course, he stands still. Triple. That was a really good Ganon. $134 Flayed. You know what? I think I am going to post this in the Discord. See if anyone... I would like to see people play this.
$134.37.
37-second difference. Not bad. GG's.
Yep, GG.
So, if you had just ignored my telling you to skip hair basement, we would have saved so much time, JP. I can't believe
I guess I gotta learn when to not listen to you.
Yeah. It's not a bad idea.